Hi everybody, thanks for joining us on the Blog Hop this morning. What I'm going to do today is show you how to turn a regular old CD case into an album. So the first thing you'll need to do is find a CD case and rip out the center and any papers that are in it. And then the next thing you'll need to do is choose a paper that you want to decorate your album with. And we're going to be cutting this at 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Once that's cut, this is going to be the front of your album. The next part you'll need to cut should be 5 15/16 and 4 5/8. Once it's cut like that, then we're going to score it. You can score one of two ways. You can use a scorer, you can use a scoreboard that you have, or my cheat sheet way, if I don't want to grab my scorer, is to use my bone folder. And we're going to want to score long ways. We're going to want to score at 1/4 of an inch on both sides. Okay. Once it's scored, just fold it in on both sides. And this will be the back of your CD case. So, in order to keep it adhered into the CD case, you don't have to do this, but I like to stay put. Find a really clear tape runner. The one that I use is Thermoweb, and it's really super clear. So I just put a little bit in each corner, and you won't be able to see it because it runs so clear, and then you could always cover it up with anything. And then you'll use this as your front. You'll slide it in here. And then press down. And then the back, the same thing. You'll want to have a little bit of tape runner on the edges. And a little on the back. Then you'll just slip this in. And then make sure the edges line up against the edges. There we go. Okay, and then once that's in, if you close it, it'll look like this on the front and this on the back, and then even the sides filled in. Okay, so now the next thing we need to do is get pages. So our pages can be any color, and you're going to want to cut them in 4-inch strips. 3 4-inch strips. So you'll just need one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And then once those are cut, you'll want to score them at 4 1/2. And you'll just score them twice, and then you'll cut off the excess. And you'll fold this in half. And then you'll do your next one. Okay, once you have your pages folded, then we'll be gluing them together. You'll have the first one going up like this, then the other one going down like this, and then the other one going up like this. So none of the white will show, so if you don't use a double-sided piece of paper, that's fine. So we'll start adhering this together. Just tape one side. And then tape the other side. You can make a bigger book if you want with more pages by just doing the same method. However, if you like to use a lot of embellishments like I do, you won't be able to close the CD case. So keep that in mind. Then, for the CD case, you're going to adhere one side to this end and one side to this end. So we'll put adhesive on both ends of the booklet that we've made, sandwich it in here, and then put adhesive on this side. And then put this side over here. And there's our book, our CD booklet. So now we can decorate the front however we want, and then we can decorate the pages however we want. And that's how you make a CD booklet. How I've decorated mine is I've cut out our hero from Boys Will Be Boys. And I've done this Statue of Liberty, which I'll show you now. I'm going to use a piece of Cricut metal paper, and we're going to emboss with it with Amy Chalmers' embossing kit that she has. And basically, what we're going to do is I have the Statue of Liberty on here, and I have all of its layers stacked on top of each other. Since it's not going to cut out and it's just going to emboss, I can do that so that we'll have some dimension within the metal piece of paper. Let's emboss this, and I'll show you how to set up your mat for that. Okay, in the embossing kit, there's this piece of rubber, basically, that you lay on your mat, and it's 12 by 12, and then that sticks to your mat, and then what you're going to do is you're going to use some repositionable adhesive, or just some regular adhesive. It pulls up pretty easily off the rubber, and just glue down your piece of metal paper in the right location on the mat so you can get it embossed. Once that's in place, then you can get ready to put it in your machine. Okay, before we can emboss, we have to get our embossing tool out, and it looks just like this. And we'll take out our regular blade, and then we'll just put this in its place. The ridges just have to line up, just like you would line up your regular blade. So then once that's in, then we're all ready to emboss, and we can feed our metal paper through, just like we feed our regular paper through, and then emboss instead of cut. Then I used pens with the Cricut to write Land of the Free because of the brave. Then I have mats for pictures. And then I cut this tank out from Boys Will Be Boys. I embossed it with this embossing folder. And then I cut this tag out and gave this another spot for us to write thank you or we miss you or something like that. And we can put a picture here as well. So that's my CD booklet. Thanks for watching, everyone.